Talking about diseases, we have become aware of them like never before. And all this is due to COVID-19 pandemics and the difficult time that we are facing because of it. Students, today we will be dealing with communicable diseases and its examples. And this will be the part 4 of the lesson. In the last session, we had studied about diseases, then types of diseases, and we had also studied about non-communicable diseases and its examples. Before going any further, in the last session, I had given you one exercise. In that exercise, the last question was you had to make one video talking about anemia. And the challenge was I had not discussed anything about anemia. So I got some videos related to that topic, but still I'm going to talk about that disease, anemia, which is a non-communicable disease. Can you see the picture over here? Yes. Can you see the difference? This one is quite a normal color, whereas this one, which is little yellowish, is slightly abnormal. Why this has happened? Because of anemia, because of deficiency of iron in the food. So anemia is a disease which is caused by deficiency of iron in food. In anemia, the hemoglobin in the blood becomes low, so the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood reduces. And if you want to avoid anemia, if you want to prevent this disease, you can have the food which is rich in iron. And the food which is rich in iron are dates, apples, bananas, guavas, spinach, brinjal, pulses, jaggery, meat and liver. So all these food items contain iron, and if you have it in sufficient amount, you will have a healthy diet and you can avoid anemia. Now let us move on to communicable diseases. Communicable diseases, as the name suggests, it can be passed from one person to another. They are spread by microbes or germs like bacteria, protozoa and viruses. These germs spread through coughing, spitting or sneezing. Of course, there are other ways through which this disease spread, but these are few. And how do they enter in our body? They enter in our body through nose or mouth or with food and water. So we have to be very careful while we are in public places or while we are eating in some hotel or in some eateries. They can also enter in our body through cuts in the skin. So if we get wound, we have to be careful, especially in these times. If we get a wound, we have to sanitize it properly, and then we can apply a band-aid or something of that sort to avoid its contact with microbes. This is a microorganism which can be seen through compound microscope, or sometimes they can be even smaller, so we might need a microscope with a higher power. Bacteria cause disease like plague, tuberculosis, typhoid, pneumonia and meningitis. So this is one example of bacteria, but there are various shapes of bacteria. Then comes protozoa. They also come in various shapes and sizes. They cause diseases like malaria, then amoebic dysentery. So these are the diseases which are caused by protozoa. Then comes viruses. Viruses cause diseases like common cold, polio, chickenpox, measles, and of course the current disease, that is COVID-19, that is also caused by viruses only. Now comes the ways through which diseases spread. So it can spread through direct contact. Many diseases like common cold, chickenpox, measles, ringworm, whooping cough and scarlet fever spread through direct contact. They can spread either through clothing or other articles used by sick person. So we need to take care while dealing with the patients. It doesn't mean that we have to isolate them. It doesn't mean that, but we have to be careful. We should also take care of ourselves so that we don't contract that disease. Let us see another way through which disease can spread. It can spread through infected food and water. Diseases like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, polio, and jaundice spread by eating infected food and drinking polluted water. So flies, then cockroaches carry germs from sewers and contaminate our food and water. So it is very necessary that we handle our food carefully. So handling food with dirty hands and lack of proper sanitation are the main causes of pollution of food and water. So a proper hygiene is very necessary to avoid the contraction of these diseases, especially those that spread through food and water. Then another way through which disease can spread is through milk, because it is also a kind of food, and if the cow is diseased, then the milk can also be infected, and that can be a source of infection for us. So we have to take care that while drinking milk, it is properly boiled. If we take a pasteurized milk, then it is good that we do it, because pasteurized milk ensures that it doesn't have any microbes. Well, that was all for today. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Let us move on to the things that you can try out at home. So the first question is, name the disease caused by lack of iron in food. Second is, what are communicable diseases? Then third is, which diseases are caused by eating contaminated food? And the last one is, how do diseases spread through contact? Give examples of the diseases caused due to this. I repeat these questions. First question is, name the disease caused by the lack of iron in food. Then second is, what are communicable diseases? Third one is, which diseases are caused by eating contaminated food? And the last one is, how do diseases spread through contact? Give examples of the diseases caused due to this. So this was today's homework for you. Now in the next session we will be dealing with another ways through which disease can spread. Okay, so see you in next session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.